Welcome, Kerry. It's good to be talking to you.
Well, it's terrific to be here, Tony. Thanks so much for inviting me.
Oh, it's such a thrill. So the questions, Kerry, came in from all over through email and text, Pony Express and Smoke Signal, and I've organized them into three basic sets. So the first set I'm calling The Thrill Is Gone, aka The Workplace Blues. The second set of our talk I'm calling Into the Groove, and that's when we'll talk about some really effective steps we can all take right away to cure the career blast for good. So for everyone paying close attention, I know you all are. I just dropped two song references, guys, all right? So the first two people to chat in their email addresses along with the names of the artists who sang those songs, The Thrill Is Gone and Into the Groove, you will win a prize, a free copy of Kerry's latest book, Love Your Job. I'm going to drop you a big hint. For the first one, think slow minor key blues, and the second, up-tempo 80s synth dance pop. That should give you a clue of who sang those songs. So ready, set, chat, and oh, here they come. Oh, they're so good, Kerry. All right, finally, near the end of our hour together, Kerry, I'm going to ask you to join a little fun Zen-like questions about the Tao of Kerry. Are you ready? Workplace Blues. So this first question, Kerry, was sent to me by an executive vice president of accounting for a well-known company in Atlanta. I'll leave it at that. So he writes, Kerry, for years I've been doing what I now think of as the reverse Superman. I love that. Monday through Friday, my job is to plan, direct, and oversee the company's accounting activities, and now and then get the tar kicked out of me by my CEO. You can imagine how thrilling my work week is for me. Note of sarcasm. But my weekends are completely different. I take to the open road on my Harley and tour with a working rock band. Kerry, here's the thing, he writes. I hate doing something I love outside of work, feeling alive and engaged, only to have it all disappear the moment I walk through the door of my day job. I hate that my dreams have to go into hibernation every Monday morning. Is it time to quit? Now, before you answer, I just want to share this with everyone. The question reminds me of something I once was told by someone in marketing at Harley-Davidson, that Harley is not a motorbike company. What they actually sell is the ability for a 40-year-old accountant to dress in black leather, ride through small towns, and have people be afraid of him. So with that, back to the question, Kerry. Is it time for our accountant friend to quit? Do you hear this a lot from people?
You know, I do to a certain extent, but I think what's beautiful about having a job like a top accounting job is that it provides you the financial security to be able to spend your weekends not worrying about money, that you can actually afford to have a really cool motorcycle and be able to hit the road and sort of turn off that switch that you have during the week and really, just suck up the enjoyment of those days. So many people don't have that opportunity to have an outlet like that. So I think in a way it's not a bad setup because if you could do that riding the motorcycle every single day, do you think it would be as exciting? Maybe not, because it's not as dreamy when it's something that's every day you're able to do. This is sort of something precious that gives you the freedom that you don't get from your daily work. And it's often, I talk about a woman I know who wanted to become a landscape designer because she was so miserable in her job as a lawyer, and she loved her gardening, and getting out in the garden was really, she was very good at it. And she said, I'm going to quit and pursue this career as a landscape designer. I won't make as much, but I'll be happier. And what she found when she got into the garden was she was so lonely. It was so isolating. And she's a people person. And so by doing what was her hobby, it didn't work as something she did every day, because as the hobby, it gave her the respite from all the craziness of her job, and she really valued that quiet time. But when the quiet time was all there was, it wasn't really something she wanted to do. So that's sort of not exactly, it's a little apples and oranges, but that idea of, don't turn your back on what's sort of helping you finance the kind of living that you enjoy in your downtime.
And I think a lot of us would feel that's somewhat counterintuitive advice, and most of us are sort of trained to or told to think, well, if you're unhappy, go find something different. If you aren't extracting, love from your job, go elsewhere. You're actually telling us, yes, find love in what you do, and we'll talk more about that, but don't quit your day job is pretty much the very practical advice you're offering, yes?
Well, I think, Tony, I think you're right. I mean, I think we all have to, it's a soul-searching thing. And you'll know yourself if you really, can't bear to get into the office anymore. But often there are things about our job that we really do enjoy that we've forgotten. And even, and for the accountant, it may be that, hey, you are truly respected because you are top of your field. And even though your CEO might beat you up occasionally, in general, you are highly regarded for having such a great position. So there's something that our ego really enjoys by being able to do a skill and provide a service to a company that really, especially that job, affects the bottom line. And the company can't get on without you. So I think it's really important that yes, there is a time where you should move on. Nobody should be miserable. But you really need to do your soul searching. Don't make any rash moves. Don't go, quitting your job before you have something lined up. And depending on your age, for gosh sakes, I mean, Tony, we talk about this, if depending on your age, if you're over 50 and you think you're going to be able to quit this job and step back into another job at the same salary, good luck, because it's going to be tough. And even though the job market has improved for workers over 50, it can be really a slippery slope. And so it does take longer to find a new job. And certainly most people I know who do leave the workforce because they've been laid off or quit, to get back in at that same salary, most of them come back in at less than they were making before.